Alright, my babies, I'm just starting out with the Mario Bedescu Rose Water Spray with all the aloe and all that good stuff in it, just to kind of refresh my skin. And then I'm just going to go in with the e.l.f. Eyelid Lock Eyeshadow Lock Primer. I'll have it in the description box. And I'm just placing it all over my lids, just as the base for the eyeshadow that we're going to be using. And I'm just going to smooth that out with my fingers. And then I'm going to go on top of it with just some translucent powder to set it so that, like I said, we just have a smooth base. I do have very oily eyelids and you don't want your shadow moving all around. So I always do this step. It just helps everything flow together. And I'm struggling with this top, so don't mind me. We're going to move on. So now I'm going in with this Nicka K Perfect 23 palette. Got this from the Beauty Supply. And I'm going in with that brown shade, and that is going to be our transition shade. So it's not really supposed to be bold and show up. It's just there, like I said, to help everything blend and mesh together. And so I'm just placing that in my crease with a fluffy brush. So now going back into that palette, I'm going to take this orangey shade and place that in my crease on top of that brown shade we just put down. And this is kind of another transition shade for the look, but you're able to see this just a little bit more than you are able to see the other one. And so now I'm going in with this Kiss Professional palette. I'll have it in the description box, in this burgundy shade and a fluffy brush. And now I'm placing that really deep in my crease and kind of on the outer edges. And that's why I put the other two shades down, so that all of this blends together and it doesn't look muddy when I place it down. I still have to blend it out, but it helps. And so, like I said, just put that in your crease and kind of on the outer edges. You can take it on the inside if you would like, but I'm not really going to. And now I'm just taking this Coastal Scents fluffy brush and further blending that out, just so it flows really nicely and it looks seamless. So now going in with Colourpop Drift. This is a Super Shock eyeshadow, and it's a really pretty cranberry color. I'm just going to take my finger, because this shadow works best. All of the Super Shock shadows work best, honestly, using your finger first. So I'm just going to place that on my mobile lid, not so much in my crease. I'm going to take it up a little bit, but like I said, just mainly on the lid with my finger. And then doing the same thing on this eye, just placing it down and just making sure it's where I want it. And you can take your time, go in as intense as you want. So now I'm going in with this e.l.f. eyeshadow brush, and I'm putting a little bit more of the color on. And you can see it looks a little bit more pigmented now when I went back in after I placed it down with my finger first. So that's just how it works best. Feel free to do whatever you like, but this method I found just makes it appear more pigmented and it lasts a little longer all day. So now go back in with the fluffy brush and just blend out any harsh edges so the crease color and the lid color kind of move in together. And then go back in with another crease brush and that burgundy shade from that palette and just touch up the crease. You don't have to do this, but I just feel like it really made it pop and mold together, especially after I buffed it out. So that's what I would just recommend doing. And this is another Coastal Scents brush too. I'll have it in the description box. And then I just go back in with that fluffy brush and blend that out. And I use the other brush because it concentrated the color, but now, like I said, I just need to blend it out. And I put on lashes and liner off camera. Just some basic lashes I had laying around. I don't remember the name, and the NYC liquid liner. And then I just put on some primer from, I think it was Absolute Beauty. And that just helped to minimize my pores. So now I'm going in with my black Radiance True Complexion Primer. And this just helps mattify the skin. This is a shine control, so it's for people with oily skin. I've used this numerous times on my channel, so it's nothing new. But I'm just placing that all over my face as our primer. And then I'm going in with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Orange Corrector because I do have a couple of dark spots. Nothing too major. My skin is doing better, but I just felt like covering them today. So I'm just placing that on the little dark spots, then smoothing it out with my finger, because warming it up with your finger helps move it around and really sink it in. And then I'm just going to go in a second with my Real Techniques damp sponge and further blend it out so it's not just a huge orange noticeable splotch on my face, but it will be covered with my foundation in a second, so don't even worry about it. And I'm just going in with this Clinique mattifying foundation. I've been trying this sample out for a minute, y'all. I think I'm too cheap to buy it just yet. And I'm just placing that on my face with this kind of makeup spatula and blending it out. And I have the foundation color in the description box. So now I'm going in with this Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. And I forgot the name of it. I'm sorry, I'm so bad, y'all. I'll have it, like I said, in the description box. But I'm just placing that under my eyes, on my chin, forehead, down the bridge of my nose. Normal places I highlight my face. And it looks light at first, but once I blend it out, I really liked how it turned out. So I've been going for a brighter under eye lately, and that's why I decided to just take it up a little notch. Nothing too crazy. And then I just blend it out, like I said, with that damp sponge, and it gives me the finish that I want. Although my skin is a little textured right now. So now I'm going with this brush I got from Target, and the Ruby Kisses Cream Contour Palette, and taking that shade. And we're just going to do a little cream contouring. And I just use this brush to pack it down. So it looks funny right now, but I go in with the Real Technique sponge and I blend it out just so it looks a little bit better. And like I said, my skin is a little textured right now, so it's not as smooth as I would like it to be. But I do my best to blend it out. So that's just what I'm doing here. And now I'm going in with my NYC powder. It's a translucent face powder. I think it's Naturally Beige or Natural Beige. And then I'm taking my sponge and I just pat that into my skin. This is nothing new as well. Over the areas I concealed, just to set everything so it doesn't move around. Then I'm going in with this Nicka K contour duo in that lighter shade. I use that all the time too. I'm repetitive, y'all. You know this. And I'm covering all the areas I've already contoured with that powder. So what you put down with cream, you set with powder. And so now I'm just buffing and blending that out. Then I'm going underneath my contour with that powder just to sharpen it up a bit. And then I'm going to immediately dust it away so it doesn't set and look too ashy under my face with this Real Techniques big old powder face brush. I love this brush. It is so bomb. So now I'm just contouring my nose with the e.l.f. blush brush. Nothing new. And I took that lighter Nicka K powder that I used to set my contour just to kind of give my nose a shape. And then I'm dusting away that excess powder. Any excess powder, honestly, that was on my face, but specifically on my nose. So now going in with the Black Radiance blush I always use, Warm Berry. Just placing a little color on my cheeks. And now I'm using this e.l.f. Baked illuminator or highlighter in Moon Pearls, and I have been loving it. It's not too glittery. It really gives you that kind of glow from within look, and it's kind of hard to explain. I just really have been loving this. I use it pretty much every day since I have bought it. And then I'm just dusting that on my Cupid's bow. And so then I'm going in with this just black Jordana eyeliner, creating my mole. So now I'm going in my waterline with this NYX Jumbo pencil. I think it's in pure gold. Yes, it's in pure gold. And I'm just using that, like I said, to line my waterline. I just wanted this look to have a little extra pop, and I thought this was so pretty. Then I'm going back underneath with a shade that we use, that burgundy shade in that palette, and then I'm going back underneath with Drift in this eyeshadow brush underneath where I put the gold, just so it creates some dimension and some shadow. So then I'm going to set my face with the Spritz to Fix by Absolute New York matte finishing setting spray. And then I'm going in with Jordana. I feel this is Cabernet. I think it's Cabernet. Cabaret or Cabernet. I'll have it in the description box. And just lining my lips. And then I'm going in with, oh nope, we're still lining our lips. Sorry, my bad. Okay, and now we're going with NYX Copenhagen, and it's just a nice wine colored soft matte lip cream. I love this color. I use this all the time. It's like my perfect red. Then I'm going on top of that with NYX London Soft Matte Lip Cream, just for a little bit of dimension, a little light in the middle of the lip. And that is it, babies. This is the completed look. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. This would have been so pretty for Valentine's Day, but I'm late, so excuse me. But you can wear this on date night or a Wednesday, whatever you would like. But I hope you subscribe. I hope you like, and I hope you stay beautiful.